Hey guys, this is Peanut from the WSGF website. Just wanted to drop a video about some new equipment I recently got, the Acer XB270HU. I just recently picked up 3 of these monitors, and I just want to kind of give my thoughts and feedback about the panels. The first thing about them I can say is they're big. They're really big. They're 27 inches at a total maximum resolution of 2560 by 1440. These monitors are probably, I think, the first IPS 1440 hertz GSYNC displays that were on the market. IPS was kind of a big deal for me simply because my previous monitors, the Dell U2311H, were IPS displays. I tried to switch to a 120 hertz TN panel and immediately switch back to the IPS panel, the 60 hertz Dell monitor, simply because of the color accuracy was quite noticeable. So yeah, this is the first monitor upgrade I've done in the last 5-6 years, so it's definitely exciting. I will say that even being a G-Sync monitor with the high frame rate, the 144 hertz refresh rate, trying to run games such as The Witcher 3, Batman Arkham Knight, even at low to medium settings on all 3 panels is near impossible. I can get, on Witcher 3, I can get about 30 frames per second. The total resolution I'm running is 7860 by 1440, so that's quite a lot of pixels. So yeah, there's definitely room to grow in these monitors for sure. I will say that overall the quality of the monitor has been very top-notch for an Acer panel. This is the first Acer panel I've ever owned, as well as the first 1440 hertz or 120 hertz display that I've used. Now on single gaming, it's actually really great because I can put things in a single resolution and play it at high, crank up the graphics and play at a really high frame rate. But like I said, even at the triple wides resolutions, with just the amount of pixels that the displays are pushing, it is a little bit difficult to actually get a even 30 frames per second at a extremely high, with the extremely high amount of pixels that I have on the screen. Now the good news is that this will give me something to grow into. So those of you who out there are considering maybe an ultra wide panel, that has, that just one large ultra-wide panel, that might be a good option, or even just a 21:9 panel, single monitor. That might be a good option as well. For those of you that want to keep 3 displays and like the 2D, Windows productivity that you get from using multiple monitors, you may find use into keeping 3 monitors. As well as wanting to upgrade to something that's G-Sync, something that's IPS, something that's 120 hertz, and something that's bigger than 1080p, then this might be an option for you. You definitely will have to run dual SLI, if not tri or quad SLI. The nice folks over at EVGA were great in shipping me a 980, and so I was able to upgrade to 2 980s in SLI. And now I'm running, as you can see behind me, I'm running tri monitor with SLI 980s. And each 980 has 3 display ports on it, on each card. So you've got plenty of capability to plug in a monitor and connect your screens however you see fit. But the good news is this will give you room to grow. So you could potentially purchase a nice ultra wide or triple monitor setup and just kind of use the center monitor or run the triple screens at a really lower frame rate. But over time, as the graphic cards get better and we get more powerful, you'll be able to grow into these monitors, and pretty soon you'll be able to run, I would say, in the next year or so, you'll be able to run most games medium settings at least 60 frames per second at a really high, nice, pretty resolution. Then as things get newer, you'll even be able to bump past the 60 frames per second, maybe even push 120 frames per second. And the other alternative here is that you can always go down to one single monitor in the middle and bump up the frame rate. So if you're kind of in the middle, you're not sure what you like more pixels, more frame rate, or the peripheral extra wide of ultra wide, this setup might be something that potentially could be useful to you. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I am Peanut at WSGF. Leave a comment on YouTube. Hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions about my setup or about my thoughts about the monitors or the graphics cards I've recently got. Big shout out to Jacob Freeman at EVGA for hooking up WSGF with a 980 card. We couldn't have had this awesome setup without him. Yeah, this video is really for anyone who's looking to get into multi-mon or already has maybe a 1080p standard monitor and is thinking about going up to 4K or 1440p, or even for 120 hertz or G-Sync. I think all of the things that everything we've covered today is well worth it. This is kind of an all-in-one video to cover every new feature that is hitting the market now. And I think if you're looking for a monitor and a setup that's got all the new goodies included, this might be the setup for you. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.